Strawberry Frosted. The Simpsons premiered in 1989. Homer Simpson's donut was pink frosted with sprinkles in the opening credits of every single episode. Dunkin and Krispy Kreme both reported measurable sales increases every time a donut-heavy episode aired. A cartoon character eating a donut for 35 years of television created more brand awareness for the pink frosted format than any advertising campaign in donut history. The strawberry frosted donut existed before The Simpsons. After The Simpsons, it became a cultural symbol recognizable in countries where neither Dunkin' nor Krispy Kreme operates. Homer did that for free.
Classic Glazed. Krispy Kreme's original Glazed was developed in 1937 from a recipe founder Vernon Rudolph bought from a New Orleans chef for an undisclosed amount. The glaze is applied while the donut is still hot, creating a thin shell that cracks slightly when bitten. Krispy Kreme installed windows in their shops specifically so customers could watch the glazing process on the conveyor belt. The Hot Now sign, lit when fresh donuts are coming off the line, created a Pavlovian response so powerful that drivers have been documented making illegal U-turns when they see it. A red neon sign has been causing traffic violations since 1992.
Boston Cream. The Boston Cream Donut is a direct descendant of the Boston Cream Pie, invented at the Parker House Hotel in Boston in 1856. The pie itself, yellow cake filled with pastry cream and topped with chocolate ganache, became so associated with the city that Massachusetts named it the official state dessert in 1996. The donut version takes the same flavor profile and compresses it into a single handheld object: custard inside, chocolate on top, fried dough in between. Dunkin', headquartered in Massachusetts, sells more Boston Cream donuts than any other filled variety. The state dessert became the state's most exported breakfast item. Maple Bacon. The Maple Bacon donut was invented at Voodoo Donut in Portland, Oregon in 2003 when the owners decided that the combination of sweet maple glaze and crispy bacon on a yeasted donut was either a terrible idea or a genius one. It was genius. The donut went viral before viral was a common concept, spread through food blogs and travel writing, and by 2010 had been replicated by donut shops across America. It represents the moment when craft donut culture separated from chain donut culture permanently. Every artisan donut shop that opened after 2003 owes a portion of its existence to two people in Portland who put bacon on a donut. Cronut. The Cronut was invented by French pastry chef Dominique Ansel at his Manhattan bakery on May 10, 2013. Within 2 days, there was a line around the block before opening. Within 2 weeks, scalpers were selling them for $40 each. Within a month, Ansel had trademarked the name in 27 countries. The Cronut, this croissant dough that is laminated, proofed, fried in grapeseed oil at a specific temperature, filled, glazed, and sugared. The process takes 3 days. Ansel limits sales to 2 per customer. 12 years later, people still line up at 6 a.m. A pastry that takes 3 days to make created a line that has never fully disappeared. Ube Donut. Ube is a purple yam native to the Philippines with a flavor that lands somewhere between vanilla and pistachio, with a subtle sweetness that no other ingredient replicates. Filipino bakeries in Los Angeles began putting ube glaze on donuts in the 2010s as Filipino-American food culture started entering the mainstream. The color did the rest. Ube donuts photograph in a purple so vivid and unnatural looking that food photographers began seeking them out specifically. By 2020, ube had moved from Filipino grocery stores to mainstream menus across America. A purple yam that Filipino grandmothers had been cooking for centuries became a food trend because it looks extraordinary on a phone screen. Bomboloni. Bomboloni are Italian fried dough balls filled with pastry cream, jam, or Nutella and rolled in sugar while still hot. They originated in Tuscany and have been sold from street carts and bakeries across Italy for centuries. The name comes from bomba, meaning bomb, which is an accurate description of what happens when you bite into one without preparation. The jam version is the classic. The Nutella version is the reason lines form. Italian beach towns sell them from carts in summer at a pace that suggests the entire country operates on a bomboloni-based economy from June through August. Every filled donut made in the Western world traces some lineage back to this. Mochi Donut. Mochi donuts use glutinous rice flour instead of wheat flour, producing a chew and stretch that no conventional donut can replicate. They originated in Hawaii in the 1990s at Mochi, a local chain that adapted Japanese mochi texture to the American donut format. The ring is assembled from 8 small spheres of dough connected in a circle, which increases the surface area for glaze and creates a distinctive shape that photographs differently from every other donut. Pondé ring, the Japanese chain version released by Mr. Donut in 2003, became one of the most recognizable donut shapes in Asia. A Hawaiian adaptation of Japanese texture became a global format. Sushi Donut. The Sushi Donut appeared on Australian food blogs in 2016 as a ring of sushi rice shaped like a donut, topped with sashimi, avocado, and sesame. It is not Japanese. Japanese sushi chefs have expressed a range of reactions from confusion to visible distress. The format was designed entirely for Instagram. The ring shape photographs from above in a way that traditional sushi does not. It spread from Melbourne cafes to food markets in London, New York, and Los Angeles within 18 months, purely through social media. It tastes like sushi. It looks like nothing sushi has ever looked like. The comments section on every Sushi Donut post contains a debate that has never been resolved and generates engagement every single time. The Luther Burger. The Luther Burger is a bacon cheeseburger served between 2 glazed donuts instead of a bun. It is attributed to Luther Vandross, the R&B singer, who allegedly invented it for personal consumption in the 1990s. This story has never been confirmed. What is confirmed is that the burger appeared at a Mulligan's bar in Decatur, Georgia in the early 2000s and spread through food media as the most excessive sandwich in America. The State Fair of Texas began selling a version. It appeared on competitive eating circuits. The combination of sweet glazed dough, salty beef, and melted cheese is either the greatest idea in sandwich history or evidence that America has no limits. Possibly both. Beignet. Beignets were brought to Louisiana by French Creole colonists in the 18th century and have been made continuously in New Orleans ever since. Café du Monde on Jackson Square has been serving them 24 hours a day, 364 days a year since 1862. The recipe has not changed. Fried dough, powdered sugar applied so generously that the first bite produces a cloud of white sugar that settles on every item of clothing within range. This is not a design flaw. It is the entire experience. New Orleans declared the beignet the official state donut of Louisiana in 1986. Café du Monde serves approximately 1 million beignets per month. The powdered sugar is non-negotiable. Chocolate Long John. The Long John is a rectangular bar donut that exists in the space between donut and eclair without fully committing to either identity. The shape emerged from American donut shops in the mid-20th century as a format that held more filling than a round donut and provided more surface area for chocolate glaze. The chocolate frosted version became a staple of American donut chains and independent shops simultaneously. Its rectangular shape makes it stackable in boxes in a way that round donuts are not, which became logistically significant when donut shops began selling by the dozen. A shape that emerged from box packing efficiency became one of the most recognized donut formats in America.